So I'm going to use a bathrobe rope because it's soft, it's cushiony, it feels nice underneath your feet. And I also have my little leg warmers on because these are, they are really great. They work really nicely to keep your ankles and your calves warm while you're working through the stretch. And already they are warm. So here we go. Coming on down onto your mat, your blanket. We're going to take the band underneath your left foot. Secure that rope by just crossing it over one time. We're just going to do some flexing here of the foot, pulling the toes down towards your chest, and then point the foot, and then flex. So we're just warming up the calf muscle and getting a little static stretch in the hamstrings. Do that one more time. And hold. From here, just nice and slow, lower and lift. Lower and lift. So as you can see, the rope works really well to assist you with this. Get into other stretch exercises I'll show you in a moment. And hold the stretch here. So we're just pulling the leg gently, nothing too forceful or anything like that. Nice deep breath. And you're going to exhale as you lift the head up towards the knee. Get a nice stretch there. Extending your arms up over your head. Good. And lowering the head. And from here, pull the knee in and extend. In and extend. 3, 4. One more time, leading up with the heel. And 5. All right, we're going to come back to that in just a little bit and add more as we warm up. Taking that rope onto the other side and holding that stretch now. Okay. And flex. And point. Flex. Right. 3, 4, and 5. Hold. Just giving that a little bit of a tug, not too much. Just hold the stretch. Breathing into it. And now lowering the leg and lifting up. 1 and 2. Nice and easy. 3, 4, and 5. Holding that leg up. Nice, a bigger stretch here, just a bit more. And now bend and extend. 2, 4, and 5. Holding the leg up. Stretch there. Okay, and release. So the legs are now getting a little more warm. Okay, so we're going to go into a little more of a stretch here, deeper stretch. So I'm winding up the band here. Pull on that leg a little bit closer. Hold and stretch. Just gently pull a little bit more. I'm going to unravel a little bit so I can bring my arms out wider. So wherever that is good for you in holding the band, if it feels more comfortable to hold the arms out wider, you can do that, whatever feels good. So from here, take a nice deep breath. Exhale and pull your head up towards your leg. Now pull your arms up now overhead. Just increasing your stretch now on that left leg. And keeping the head up, you're going to now extend your right leg, so it's covering the floor. Your Just hold on. Lift that leg up and try to tap the left heel if you can. If you're not there yet, it's okay. And 3, 4, 5. Continue, lower your head for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And change legs. Starting to feel the legs becoming more flexible, more warm. Okay, here we go with the other side now. Holding the stretch. Deep breaths. Pull it in a little bit more. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Remember that we don't want to feel pain. It should be slightly uncomfortable, something that you can work through, but not painful. Unravel now a little bit. Bring my head up to the leg. This forces a little bit more of a pull. Feel your arms now extending harder and longer. Extending that bottom leg. Again, you don't need to do this part. You'd rather just hold the leg here. You can just do a tiny movement, pulling the leg up halfway. Like I didn't show you that on the other side. My apologies. Here we go. And up. 2. As I forced you to do the extended leg. Sorry. 4. And 5. Slowly lower the head. And 5 more. 5. 4. 2. And 1. And down. Moving the band. Come back to that in a little bit. All right, so feet together. You're going to drop both knees to your left side, extending your arms out to the sides. Let those hips just kind of open up and the glutes stretching here. Now what we want to do is extend that top leg out and extend it out, and then using your left hand to gently pull down on that leg. Nice stretch there. And pulling the leg back. Let's try the other side. There we go. Try to keep both shoulders down. Now extending that top leg. Your right hand and gently pulling down. Feeling that all opening up and just lengthening out. It's a nice feeling. A little bit uncomfortable, but not painful. It should never be painful. And now bringing that leg back. Pulling both knees into your chest. Both legs up. Now from here, go ahead and flex your feet. Feel that stretch in the calves. And lower your left leg, again, hovering the floor. Okay, from here, go ahead and relax your feet. Bring your head up towards that right knee. Bringing the belly down. We're going to do some leg hold switches here. Looking through the hamstrings, nice and easy. Take your time and switch the legs. And switch. Try to keep the legs really long and pulling away from you. And stretch. Now reaching down towards the ankle a little bit more if you can. And then we're going to kick these legs a little bit faster into dynamic leg holds. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And rest. Bringing the knees in. That one was tough, I know. All right, guys, so coming on up, next part we're going to do now is working on the quadriceps here. You're going to take the band underneath your right foot, okay, and I'm going to pull my right leg back behind me, laying on my side. So here goes the leg back behind me, extending the bottom leg. And so now we're just working on a nice static stretch here in the quadriceps. Opening up the hip flexor here, Gently pulling that foot back. Just relax, hold that stretch. Okay, I know you feel it right here. Good. Now we're going to just do a little bit of dynamic movement here, pulling the knee in front and back. Front, back, and 3, 4, and 5. Good. And sides. Here we go. Coming up. All right. Let's start with the toasty in here. Coming on down, pulling that left foot now back behind your head or behind your body, arms behind your head. Nice long extension on the opposite leg. Good. Holding that stretch. Just breathe into it. I want to work on this flexibility training because it really provides you a wider, greater range of motion. So when you're doing your fitness routines and your workouts, the more space you can cover with your leverage and your reaches and your jumps, all of that comes from being more flexible. The more that you're going to get out of it, right, the better performance you're going to have. Okay, here we go. And pulling that knee in and back. And back. Just dropping down in front of you. 4 and 5. And bring it up. All right, nice job. Okay, the next series we have here, coming onto your hands and knees. And what you want to do here is you're going to sit back towards your heels and bring your hands back behind you. Now this is a little bit tough, I know, but I'll show you some modifications on this. So what we want to do is come up onto the heels, pushing the hips forward as you arch up through your lower back and squeeze your glutes. So if this is too challenging, you can always just come up onto your knees here and just sort of arch back, supporting your lower back with your arms right here. Okay. Pulling that belly in tight. Feeling the stretch through the quadriceps. Or coming down onto the heels. Now you don't want to drop your head back. None of that. Just looking straight out. Lift the hips up. Good. And coming forward. Hands down in front of your knees. Tuck your toes under. Lift the hips up. And repeat this sequence all the way back down. Tuck the toes under. Either just cross the hands behind you and just arch back, or reaching down for your heels. If you're able to reach further down for the floor, go ahead and do that. And coming forward, hands in front of your knees, tuck your toes under. Now from here, come back down onto the knees, bring your right foot in front, and all you're going to do here is scoot your left leg back a little bit so we get a nice stretch right through the hip area and through the inner thigh, and coming down a little deeper into this stretch. Hands at your sides here on the inside of the foot. And sit back into a nice hamstring stretch. Again, forward. And hamstring stretch. And so one more time, forward. And stretch back. And coming forward, simply now with a longer left back leg. Coming up onto the toes. Able to come down a little further. Good. And exhale back. And come down. And exhale back. Come down. One more. And come down and stay here, taking that right arm up, looking up towards the ceiling. And bringing that hand down. I'm going to pivot towards the front into a straddle stretch. Right here, clasping the elbows, let the head drop. And now pivoting all the way now to the other side, dropping the back foot. Almost there. Here. And exhale, bring it back. Time we do this, we want to try to get a little bit further down into this stretch right here. A little bit further down. And forward. Lift the back foot. Go down low. You can always keep the back leg bent if you prefer. And back up. Here we go. And send back. Bending back. In. 2. And 3. Forward, taking that left arm up now for stretch. And bringing it back. Now from here, I'm going to add a little bit of quad stretch. So I'm going to come down to that right knee, move up onto the opposite. You should already be feeling that the knee that's down, stretching through the quad. Forward, pick up the back foot, and reach back for the foot. That's good balance. You can try letting go with that left hand. Whoa. And release. Coming up into that straddle stretch again. Right here. And back over now to the other side. There we go. Alright guys, let's try to pick up that back foot. Back, reach back. Let go of your leg and hold the stretch up. And release. Hands come back down in front of you for that straddle stretch. Right here. Bring your feet just a little closer together. Hold on to those elbows. Now we're going to go from side to side. One more. And center. Bend the legs and slowly rolling up. Oh, wow. And that's the end. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed these stretches. Feels so good to be nice and loose and ready to take on your workout now. So thanks again. I'll see you guys next time.